Being productive in school as a lazy student might seem difficult, but it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Many students struggle with motivation, and if you consider yourself a lazy student, you may often find it hard to focus, start assignments, or complete tasks without procrastinating. However, the good news is that productivity does not mean spending hours studying nonstop. Instead, it means making the best use of your time with minimal effort. The key to becoming productive, even when you feel lazy, is to find simple strategies that help you get things done without feeling overwhelmed. One of the first things you need to do is change your mindset about productivity. It is a common mistake to think that being productive means working all day. In reality, productivity is about efficiency, doing more in less time. This means you don't have to spend hours studying, you just have to find ways to study effectively. One easy method to help you get started is the just start rule. Tell yourself that you will only study or do homework for 5 minutes. The hardest part of any task is getting started. Once you begin, you'll often find that you continue working for much longer than planned. 5 minutes turns into 10, then 15, and before you know it, you've completed an assignment without feeling like you put in too much effort. This is an effective way to trick your brain into being productive without feeling pressured. Another helpful method is to break big tasks into small steps. If you are given a huge project or assignment, instead of thinking about how much work it will take, focus on the very first step. For example, instead of saying, "I have to write a whole essay," tell yourself, "I will just write the title first." Then move on to the next step. "I will write one sentence." By breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps, they become much less intimidating, and you feel a sense of accomplishment as you complete each one. This prevents procrastination and helps you be more productive without feeling overwhelmed. If you find it difficult to concentrate while reading textbooks, you can try alternative ways of learning. Not all students learn the same way. And if reading long paragraphs is too much for you, consider watching educational YouTube videos, listening to audiobooks, or using flashcards. These methods allow you to absorb information without forcing yourself to sit and read for hours. The key is to make learning feel easy and natural instead of stressful and boring. If watching videos helps you understand concepts faster, then take advantage of that, instead of struggling with a method that doesn't work for you. Another excellent strategy is using the Pomodoro technique. This is a simple time management method that helps students stay focused while studying. The idea is to work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break before continuing. After repeating this 4 times, you take a longer break. This technique works well because it allows you to focus for a short period without feeling mentally drained. Knowing that a break is coming makes it easier to concentrate. If 25 minutes feels too long, you can start with 15-minute study sessions. The key is to keep your study time short and take frequent breaks to prevent burnout. This method works exceptionally well for students who struggle with focus and motivation. If motivation is your biggest problem, you can use a reward system to push yourself to complete tasks. The idea is simple. Give yourself something to look forward to after you finish studying. For example, tell yourself, "If I finish this chapter, I can play video games for 30 minutes. Or, if I complete this assignment, I can eat my favorite snack." Having a reward waiting for you makes studying feel less like a chore and more like a challenge. This is an easy way to train yourself to be productive without forcing yourself to work too hard. Just make sure that the rewards are things you actually enjoy, so you stay motivated. Another effective way to be productive is by making studying a habit. One trick is to pair it with an activity you already do every day. For example, while eating breakfast, you can read a short lesson, or before going to bed, you can quickly review your notes. When you connect studying with daily routines, it becomes automatic, and you won't have to force yourself to do it. Small actions like these add up over time, making you more productive with minimal effort. The goal is to make studying feel like a natural part of your day, instead of something you have to force yourself to do. Keeping your study space clean and free from distractions also plays a huge role in productivity. A messy desk filled with unnecessary items can make it harder to concentrate. If your phone is nearby, you might be tempted to check social media every few minutes. To avoid this, try studying in a quiet place with fewer distractions. If you find it hard to stay off your phone, Put it in another room or use apps that block social media for a set period. Creating a distraction-free environment makes it easier to focus and get work done quickly. Some students work best under pressure, meaning they only feel motivated when a deadline is near. If this sounds like you, try setting fake deadlines a few days earlier than the actual due date. This tricks your brain into thinking you have less time, which forces you to start working sooner. If you usually wait until the last minute to complete assignments, this method can help you avoid stress and last-minute panic. It also gives you extra time in case something unexpected happens, so you won't have to rush at the last second. Lastly, don't aim for perfection. Just aim to do something, even if it's small. One of the biggest reasons students procrastinate is because they feel like they have to do everything perfectly. But the truth is, getting started is more important than doing something perfectly. Even if your work isn't perfect, at least you are making progress. The more you practice being productive, the easier it becomes over time. Small efforts add up, and before you know it, you'll be able to get things done without feeling like you're putting in too much effort. In conclusion, being productive in school as a lazy student is all about finding easy and effective ways to complete tasks without feeling overwhelmed. Using techniques like the Just Start method, breaking tasks into small steps, studying in ways that feel natural, using the Pomodoro technique, setting up a reward system, pairing studying with daily habits, keeping a distraction-free study space, setting fake deadlines, and focusing on progress instead of perfection can all help you stay on track. The key is to work smarter, not harder. By making small, simple changes to your daily routine, you can become more productive without putting in too much effort. Remember, productivity is not about working all the time. It's about using your time wisely so you can enjoy life while still achieving your goals. Even if you consider yourself lazy, these strategies can help you stay on top of your schoolwork without feeling exhausted. The trick is to make studying feel easy, fun, and rewarding. Once you do that, being productive will become a habit, and school will no longer feel like a burden. By taking small steps and making simple changes, you can improve your productivity and perform well in school without having to push yourself too hard. The more you practice these habits, the easier they will become, and before you know it, you will be a productive student without even realizing it. So, now that you know the tips on productivity, which tip are you going to try first? Or do you have your own lazy productivity hack? Let's help each other out. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more study hacks and productivity tips.